Yo, what's going on guys? It's me, Scooby, and today I'm going to show you how you can get something better than Optifine to help you increase your frame rate in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So if you're interested, stick around. And like always, if you do not know how to install add-ons or you want to download this add-on for yourself, the links are in the description down below. Now this is all done by these two add-ons right here, Bedrock Optimize and Bedrock Optimize Plus Pack for render distance. Now specifically this is to change how the game works, and this adds the limit to your render distance. So basically what you want to do is download both of these and activate both of them just like this. And of course it's made by Nether Ninja. You can follow him on all his social media and all that too. So all you need to do is exit to apply this pack, and instantly you'll know a difference in the UI right here. So of course you can click this up here to get some information. So like of course here's all this stuff if you want to follow in all that. And you can see straight away this changes the UI and all of that, but if you go into your settings, it also changes here to give you some quick settings that not only work here, but also work in-game, so you can quickly change your camera perspective, hide HUD and all that. And also splits up all your graphics settings to different control things, like your player to change your FOV and all that, your graphics for the graphics, would help you quickly change these. And of course, one of the most important, the advanced settings, which comes included with a frame rate limiter. Now of course this helps you to stabilize your frame rate to make it say 60, so you don't want your frame rate to go higher than 60, so you keep the constant 60 and all that, or you want to limit it to 30, because a lot of lag can happen if your device is trying to go over a certain amount of frame rate and it's like kind of balancing. This makes it more stable, in other words. So you can change this. Right now I'm going to leave it unlimited, but I'll show you it later. And another important thing is VSync. Now VSync, I'm going to be completely honest, it makes your game more laggy by trying to make all your frames match up. So if you turn this off, it will increase your frame rate. And of course, you know, there's some other general stuff here. You get this general stuff here. And also you can see the recommendations and info right here. Here's the info, and you can see here single tap F5 toggle, organized settings, new start UI, low forward, removed water fog, added vector optimized title, replaced item groups icons with arrows, changed selected items to green. Grass class has top texture on all 6 sides. So basically, yeah, and here's all the information about that you want to follow and all that right here. And of course there's some legal stuff. And recommendations here is just basically what's for the best performance. So you can follow all this if you want the best performance possible, which I think is kind of cool, kind of helps you out. And this down here, this toggle just allows you to see more stuff like your profile and all that. Sometimes you don't want to see this, so that just limits it. So other than that, all you need to do is go into a world. Now, of course, I have the Bedrock Optimize Plus pack, which limits my render distance to a very short distance, as you can see right here. So as you can see here, it limits it to about 1 chunk, which helps you increase your frames a lot. And you can also go and see that the water looks slightly different. And if you go underneath, there is no water fog. Now this increases frames so you don't have to render all the fog in, but this also makes it much easier to see underwater, which is kind of cool. Of course, above ground you can see the fog's back to help reduce the stuff you see, so it doesn't lag and render all that other stuff in, which is kind of cool. Now of course your normal render distance can only go to like I think 6 chunks, so this helps you get that extra impactful frames. Now of course in the settings you can see you have all these quick buttons. As you can see, they do work, they do change which way I'm looking and all that. As you can see, you can hide HUD or unhide HUD and all that. Now let's go to the one of the more important stuff right here. So frame rate, let's turn it down to, let's say 10 frames, to limit it to 10 frames. And as you can see, it starts becoming a slideshow, which shows you that it actually works. So let's go move up our frame rate to, let's say 60 for a nice smooth frame rate. And let's also turn off VSync. Now this VSync helps, of course, increase your frames, but also does introduce some screen tearing. Now you might not notice this on some devices, but some devices you might notice a little screen tearing here and there, which is not bad. If you want to increase your frames, some screen tearing is just a price you're going to have to pay. Now let's put it on the recommended settings for the best performance. So VSync Earth render distance low, that's already on with the plus pack. Particle render distance to 0. Anti-alien sin to minimal, textural anti-alien Earth, and beautiful skies and that Earth, fancy bubbles Earth. So basically, what you must do is basically turn off all this and turn this down to 1 And of course, I don't need to change my render distance because it's already low thanks to the other pack. So this is on the recommended settings. Now, of course, it's not going to look the most colorful and all that, but this does indeed increase your frames. So if we look at the water and all that, you can see it's much more duller and all that, less of life, but you can still see very far underwater. So this generally helps increase your frames and all that. Now you can also, if you want, I would personally leave it on 60 frames per second, but you can also go to like 120 or unlimited if you're on these settings. Hopefully you get high enough frames to facilitate it. This generally makes your game run faster. Now quickly, this does also change a few UI. As you can see in my inventory here, I do have an arm and shield slot. Now this does help you so you don't have to go over here to put the stuff on here. And you can see you also got the clock, items, the compass. Helps you see with things, and here's for those who are on Pocket Edition, helps you drop and drop stuff fast and all that. So let's go over here. So you can see that you can just quickly throw in your armor over here without having to go to the different tab, because by default it normally opens up on this tab right here. And you can also just quickly throw the shield in, so you can see easy quick stuff on like this. Now this also changes the chat screen right here. It adds all these different things, allow you to go through your previous or cycle and all that. And also autocomplete. We use the tab function, we can just cycle between all these stuff on here, which I think is actually very cool and something that will help very much on Pocket Edition. But other than that, I hope this video did help you to increase your frame rate in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. But other than that, if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.